Downright Sports is back. I just do hot topics. NBA 2K19, the WNBA Finals. I'm wearing my Explain Clothes shirt, V-neck, cross, rambling. Downright Sports. It is showtime. Welcome everybody. Cough. Welcome everybody to a brand new Downright Sports. It is September 12th, 2018. If it's the first time you're watching, this is a sports show from a fan's perspective, from a fan's thoughts. So don't judge me. It's okay. Anyway, we start every show with the must-know news, and we kick it off with, why am I looking here when I got it here? We're kicking it off. The Bills' Josh Allen era has now begun. The Bills, since probably the Jim Kelly era, have been looking for a franchise quarterback. Well, hopefully this guy is it. We will find out Saturday. His preseason was whoop, whoop. So we'll see how this one works out as the Bills play this week. Don't have the Bills schedule pulled up, nor am I going to look for it. Sorry, Josiah. And then the WNBA Finals, Game 3, best out of 5, continues tonight. Will the Seattle Storm knock off the Washington Mystics? Will Sue Bird hold the trophy as the oldest, I believe it's something like the oldest player in WNBA history to lead a team to the finals? She is a star, a future Hall of Famer. But if the Mystics win tonight, they will force Game 4. And then so on and so forth. But it looks like it may be a 3-game sweep. The cough hasn't been here all day, and now it's coming in. Anyway, we'll come back. Segment number 2. For the first time ever, I'm just going to do hot topics because I'll explain why in the next segment. This is Downright Sports. All right. Welcome to segment number 2. And for the first time, I'm just going to do hot topics. As I always do, I always prepare the show. I map it out to what I want it to be. I have to get a new chair. I map it out to what I want it to be. And I left my outline. So, go figure. Anyway, so we're going to do hot topics, starting with the first topic. The NFL is back. Everybody's ecstatic. Clap. Yes, clap. Clap. Let them hear it. The NFL is back. I don't really care. But the Raiders, same old Raiders. All the talk, all the hype. John Gruden is back. Carr's healthy. Beast mode is beast mode. And they trade Khalil Mack to Chicago. Khalil Mack goes all Khalil Mack on the Packers, and the Raiders get the piss smacked out of them versus the Chargers. The Raiders started off hot. That first half looked fantastic. And then the Chargers said, hey, Gruden, you've been away for a while. Let's show you how football is played in today's era. So the Raiders start off 0-1, and you Raider fans all know what else is new. Hopefully they bounce back. Hopefully Gruden rights the ship. Hopefully Gruden gets them back on track. And then, again, back to the Packers. Aaron Rodgers goes out. I'm monitoring the game because he's on my fantasy team, and he's out. Leg seems to be broken. Rodgers is done. Babies and fans are tearing up in the stands. The world seems dark. And then, like 1979's Willis Reed, Aaron Rodgers comes out of the tunnel on one leg and beats the Chicago Bears by himself, pulling off one of the craziest games. And it was Rodgers 4 years ago that was a part of the craziest game there when they had the replacement refs. When Seattle would win on some fluke catch, and Rodgers was part of it. Seems like Aaron Rodgers is always part of something. People want to call Rodgers the greatest quarterback now. Funny you should say that. I think Aaron Rodgers is I think he's great. I'm not going to take it anyway. He's great. But you got to ask yourself, he has one Super Bowl, won, and that was won almost 10 years ago, if it wasn't won 10 years ago. Tom Brady is still playing, and Tom Brady doesn't look any older. I'm just saying, we have to stop stamping guys before their career is over. Can we wait till their career is done before we can just give them the greatest title? Come on. Rodgers got to get another Super Bowl, man. He has to. Brady has 5. 5. Come on. And then the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They still suck. It's time to fire the coach. It's time to do something different. Everybody thought Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott were the new formation of Troy and Emmett. Well, you got rid of Michael Irvin because you got rid of Des Bryant in the offseason and replaced him with no one. No one. You didn't get anybody. You didn't even draft a receiver, to my knowledge, of any consequence. So now Dak just looks lost. He looks like an inexperienced quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott looks like his best 2 years are behind him. And the Cowboys look like they have looked for the last better part of the 21st century. A mediocre team that, for some strange reason, every year we're told this could be their year. And guess what? If their year means losing, then it's their year every year. The Browns and the Cowboys, since the year 2000, have the same amount of Super Bowl championships. 0. And going to baseball. That's right, kids. We're going to baseball. Hot topic number 2. The Red Sox last night, as this pains me to say, the Red Sox last night are the first team in MLB to clinch a playoff spot. They're 9 games ahead of the Yankees. That doesn't mean they won the division, just means they clinched a playoff berth. But it's only a formality before they win the division. Makes me sick just to say it, because the Yankees this year did what the Nationals did. That was fire a coach that took them to the playoffs. Now, I hated Girardi, but Girardi took the team a game away from the World Series, and they let him go for a guy who was working at ESPN eating peanuts calling the game. Now, apparently they let Girardi go because they wanted to bring up the younger players, but newsflash, you can't win. You can't be a game away from the World Series, scrap everything, and then go get young guys and expect them to be in World Series contention. This new form of thinking is called stupid. This new form of thinking is called stupid. I didn't rewind it. I said it again. Veterans win championships. Oh, what about the Cubs? The Cubs had veterans mixed in with their youth. The Houston Astros had veterans mixed in with their youth. The Red Sox have veterans. You get what I'm trying to say. The Yankees had the veterans. They let them go to try to make sure they're young guys. They should have intertwined them all and made it work. Instead, Brian Cashman, who believes he's a genius of all geniuses, is really not. He's really lucky, because if Brian Cashman was the general manager of give me a crappy team, of the Kansas City Royals, he would be working at Trader Joe's. Too soon? Sorry. And then it brings me to the Washington Nationals. Last year, the Nationals are in the playoffs, back-to-back years, back-to-back division titles, led by Dusty Baker. They got rid of Dusty because everybody in the newspaper kept saying, Dusty doesn't know how to manage. Well, guess what? They went and got a guy who sat next to Joe Madden. Joe Madden is the manager of the Cubs, not this other bozo. And this bozo, the biggest thing he did was bring camels to spring training. Since then, the Nationals are behind 2 teams that were trashed a year ago, the Atlanta Braves and the Phillies, and they're 8 games out of first place, and they got rid of everything. Nationals need to get rid of their general manager. They need to break that whole thing now and just start over, because their window is shut, locked, and painted. And then finally, the Rockies are the team of the West. The no-name Rockies, you name 4 players off the Rockies, I will send you money. Email it. It's at the bottom. And I will send you $1 if you can name 4 players off the Rockies without Googling it. You heard me. But they are the number 1 team out West. They are a game and a half over the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Can they hold on? We will have to see. Because in the Central, they are battling the Cubs, the Brewers, and the Cardinals. Yeah, Nathan, your Cardinals are battling. And it looks like for that wild card spot, it's going to come down to a battle royale to see who can get in. So the playoff stretch, as every year, no other sport has a playoff push better than baseball. The NBA season, the final rosters haven't even picked yet. I can literally write in the NBA playoffs right now, and I promise you I will be 85% correct. In the NFL, I can almost do the exact same thing. Baseball, every year you're gonna have chases, you're gonna have races because there are fewer spots, so it makes it more exciting. Anyway, that was Hot Topics. 8 minutes of Hot Topics. That's why I shortened the first segment, and that's why I'm gonna shorten the next segment, which is movies and video games. This is Downright Sports. There's a lot of dramatics going on, man. Let me talk to you. You like my shirt? I like my shirt. You know where you can get a shirt just like this, and you can get it in white if you feel like it. And if you don't wear a 2XL like I do, because I'm a big guy, and maybe you wear something like a XL, or maybe you just wear small because you're little, guess what? Go to explainclothing.com, you get the shirt in your size, and it's not BS. It's the legit thing. When you wash it, it won't shrink. What is explainclothing.com? It's that. It's you explaining to everybody why your shirt is better than theirs. That's exactly what it is. But that being said, we move on to movies and video games, where ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk about NBA 2K19. It's a new season. Sit down, Shaft. It is a new year for basketball on the video game platform. Every year I buy the new one because I like to do the franchise mode where I play out every game throughout the season. This year, LeBron James has graced the cover of one game, and then the Greek Freak, I'm not butchering that guy's name, has graced the cover of the other version of the game if you don't want to pay $79 because you want LeBron. Travis Scott has done the soundtrack. I haven't looked at the soundtrack. I glanced at it. It looks trash. I'm just going based on that. I know some of you out there, oh my God, how do you badmouth somebody? Because I do. It's my show. I can do what I want, and it's a opinion show. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the music today. I have liked the soundtracks of years past, but I know you gotta appeal to the market that buys the game, so God bless them. I'm gonna find the game hasn't added anything new, really. I missed the 2K of the past. Was the storyline modes were so much better. You went to college, you got drafted, you had to build up your player. You know, it was fun. I don't like these movie type scenes. It's kind of weird, and it's not as fun because you don't really anything you do doesn't affect it. Like there's no if you suck, the game doesn't go in this direction. They should steal ideas from like Grand Theft Auto and other games or Fable. Like you have two avenues where you could be a player that everybody loves, like a LeBron. No, that's a bad example. I can't find anybody that everybody loves because everybody hates everybody. Or you could be like a LeBron. Some people love you, some people hate you. Or you could be like a Lance Stevens where everybody thinks you're weird. Now that is a video game. 2K, you can have that one for free. Anyway, we're wrapping the show up. I guess what also was included in movies and video games, I just found out Henry Cavill, who's Superman, one of my favorite. He's number 2 on the all-time list of number three, because the guy who played, anyway, it's not going to be Superman anymore because him and Warner Brothers can't come to grips. Warner Brothers, you're the dumbest movie studio of all time because you have gold and you keep turning it into crap. But in any case, if you want to hear more of me rant or you got a topic of your own you want to hear, hey, hit me up. You can email me. There's the email. You can hit me up at Twitter. There's the Twitter. If you need music, if you need a DJ, the greatest DJ this planet has ever seen, if he wasn't born, you would have to create him, and unfortunately, you would fail. You can hit him up, my man DJ Chase. And then that's it. We will see you guys next week. Episode 30 of I'm Just Talking is coming soon. This week, I guarantee it. Listen to it. It's a lot of fun. And then more episodes to come. And Lauren Shahadi is really hot. I just saw that. Hey, everybody. Deuces.